Welcome back to CIA Declassified. We are entering the early 2000s, specifically the post-September 11th era. The world has shifted from the physical shadows of the Cold War to the invisible pulses of the fiber optic age. As the internet expanded into every home, every pocket, and every transaction, the intelligence community faced a data deluge. The challenge was no longer finding information, but filtering the trillion-byte haystack to find the single needle of a terrorist plot. In this high-stakes environment of total information awareness, a tool was born that could reach into the very stream of global consciousness. We are standing in a world of burgeoning social media and the rapid death of the analog letter, where every digital whisper is stored forever. This wasn't just a database, it was a digital window into the private lives of billions. This was XKEYSCORE. How did this system get its name? The designation XKEYSCORE originated within the National Security Agency before being shared with agency partners. The reason for the name is rooted in its technical architecture. X serves as a common variable for cross-platform or extensionable, while KeyScore refers to the system's primary function, indexing key metadata and scoring the relevance of raw internet traffic in real time. It was designed to be the ultimate scoring engine for the world's digital keys. XKeyscore was the widest reaching system for developing intelligence from the internet. XKeyscore is a Linux-based distributed processing system that runs on over 700 servers at approximately 150 sites globally. A quote from a Declassified 2008 NSA presentation. I can sit at my desk and watch your internet activity as it happens. I can see your searches, your emails, and your social media in real time without a warrant. End quote. Records show that XKeyscore indexes full take data, meaning it captures nearly everything an unencrypted user does on the internet, including HTTP browsing history and cookies. Documentation confirms that the system utilizes rolling buffers, which store the full content of internet traffic for 3 to 5 days and metadata for up to 30. The system allows analysts to perform retrospective searches, looking back through the captured buffer to see what a target was doing days before they were identified as a threat. A quote from Edward Snowden. XKeyscore is the broadest reaching system for gathering intelligence from the internet, ... It's a search engine for people's lives, end quote. XKeyscore identifies targets by soft selectors such as an email address, a phone number, or even a specific set of keywords used in a search engine. Logs indicate the system can de-anonymize users of virtual private networks and the Tor network by analyzing patterns in the encrypted traffic. The system scrapes address books and buddy lists from instant messaging applications to map out the social networks of targets. Technical files reveal that XKeyscore flags anyone who searches for privacy-enhancing software or visits certain technical forums as a potential target. The system employs federated query technology, allowing an analyst in one country to search the buffers of servers located on the other side of the planet instantly. Documentation shows that XKeyscore extracts EXIF metadata from uploaded photos revealing the exact GPS coordinates of where a picture was taken. Records confirm that the system monitors Google Maps queries to see where individuals are planning to travel or what locations they are scouting. A quote from a Declassified training slide. The goal is to move from knowing about a target to predicting the target's next digital move. End quote. XKEYSCORE tracks file transfers across P2P networks, identifying the specific IP addresses of users sharing encrypted documents. Logs indicate the system can intercept VoIP calls, voice over internet protocol, converting spoken words into searchable text in real time. The agency uses XKEYSCORE to monitor online gaming chats looking for insurgent communication hidden within virtual worlds. Technical files reveal the system logs user agent strings, allowing the agency to know exactly what model of phone or computer a target is using. Documentation proves the system captures form data, meaning anything you type into a website before you even hit submit can be intercepted. XKEYSCORE analyzes browser fingerprints, creating a unique ID for users even if they clear their cookies or change their IP address. A quote from a Declassified internal NSA architect. "We are no longer just tapping a phone, we are tapping the human subconscious as it interacts with the machine." End quote. Records show the system monitors app updates, checking for specific software versions that might have known vulnerabilities the agency can exploit. Accounts confirm the use of language identification modules that automatically sort traffic into different linguistic categories for specific regional desks. The system detects encryption heartbeats, flagging tunnels that are kept open for secure, high-priority communications. Documentation reveals the use of traffic shaping detection, identifying when a target is trying to hide their activity through techniques. The CIA utilizes XKEYSCORE to monitor social media direct messages, which are often less protected than standard emails. Records confirm the system logs DNS queries, providing a complete list of every website a user has ever attempted to visit. Internal ledgers show the system integrates with undersea cable taps, where data is pulled directly from the physical backbone of the internet. The agency uses the system to identify foreign governments by tracking who logs into specific administrative portals. Documentation shows XKEYSCORE flags pattern of life changes, such as a target suddenly staying online much later than their usual routine. Logs indicate the system monitors cloud storage syncs, capturing documents as they are uploaded to services like Dropbox or Google Drive. The agency uses keyword alerting to send an immediate notification to an analyst's desktop the moment a high-interest term is searched globally. Records confirm that XKEYSCORE tracks MAC addresses of devices connecting to public Wi-Fi hotspots worldwide. Documentation proves the system monitors e-commerce transactions, identifying the purchase of specific chemicals or electronics. The system utilizes machine learning classifiers to automatically identify jihadi propaganda as it moves across the network. Memos reveal the system can intercept smart home traffic, allowing the agency to know when a target's lights are on or their doors are locked. The agency uses XKEYSCORE to map the physical location of internet servers by measuring the latency of data packets. Documentation confirms that the system tracks the battery status and signal strength of mobile devices to triangulate precise movement patterns. Records reveal the system employs plugins specifically designed to scrape data from webmail providers like Yahoo and Hotmail. Documentation indicates the system captures Skype metadata, allowing the agency to see who is calling whom, even if they cannot immediately decrypt the voice. Technical logs prove the agency uses XKEYSCORE to track FTP credentials, allowing them to log into secure file servers used by foreign entities. Internal reports confirm that XKEYSCORE monitors search engine autofill patterns to gauge what specific topics are gaining traction in certain regions. Ledgers show the integration of mobile app analytics, capturing data sent back to developers regarding a user's device health and usage frequency. Records confirm the system flags encryption exports, identifying anyone sending high-grade cryptographic code across international borders. Documentation shows the agency utilizes session hijacking protocols within XKEYSCORE to maintain access to a target's account after they have logged out. Technical files reveal the system logs Bluetooth pairing history when a device syncs with a captured internet gateway. If you look at the declassified slides regarding XKEYSCORE, the most significant redactions, the deep dark voids, are found in the section titled Technical Appendix A, Corporate Partner Ingestion Points. This section contains the most redactions in the history of surveillance declassification, with entire pages turned into solid black squares. In those blacked out squares, some see the ultimate betrayal. There is a persistent whisper from the digital underground that these redactions hide the master key agreements with the world's largest tech giants. Imagine if the front door was locked, but the agency had a key to the foundation. Speculation suggests the system doesn't just sniff the wire, it has a permanent secret seat inside the server rooms of major email and search providers, making the search button a direct feed to Langley. The shadows get even longer when you talk about algorithmic weighting. Some speculate the XKEYSCORE includes an AI pre-crime module. The conspiracy posits that the redactions hide a formula that assigns every citizen a threat score based on their browsing habits, and that the agency uses this to trigger parallel construction arrest, where a person is caught for a minor crime to cover up the fact that they were actually identified by a secret algorithm. There is a rumor among cryptographers that the redactions hide a breakthrough in mathematics. Speculation exists that the system has integrated a quantum computing interface that allows it to crack standard AES encryption in seconds. The theory suggests the government is hiding the fact that there is no longer such a thing as secure communication, and that every password you've ever typed is already in a clear text file. A more fringe speculation involves the neural patterning annex. Some theorists believe the redactions hide a project where XKEYSCORE data is used to map micro expressions and typing cadence to create a psychological digital twin of every user. The conspiracy suggests the agency can now predict a target's thoughts before they even type them into a search bar. The latest and most unsettling theory emerging from the redactions involves the hyperfeedback loop. This conspiracy posits that XKEYSCORE is no longer just a passive observer, but an active participant. Theorists speculate the blacked out files describe a method of algorithmic gaslighting where the system subtly alters the search results and news feeds of specific targets to push them towards a mental breakdown or a specific political decision, essentially trapping them in a customized, simulated version of the internet. Was XKEYSCORE a success? Tactically, it was a total information victory. It successfully provided the agency and its partners with an unprecedented ability to intercept plots and track high-value targets in the digital realm. Strategically, it was a revolutionary shift. The system was a success in that it proved metadata is often more valuable than content. The success of XKEYSCORE is found in the hundreds of counterterrorism leads it generated, stopping attacks before they reached the operational phase. It successfully demonstrated that in the 21st century, the digital footprint is the most accurate map of a person's intent. The system successfully integrated big data analytics into the heart of the intelligence cycle, a move that changed the agency forever. It was a categorical success in turning the global internet into a transparent operating environment. By utilizing XKEYSCORE, the agency successfully proved that privacy is a choice that the state can overrule in the interest of security. However, the system's success was also its greatest controversy, as it blurred the line between foreign intelligence and domestic surveillance. It successfully proved that an analyst with a keyboard can be as effective as a field agent with a badge. Ultimately, it was a success because it allowed the agency to own the internet, transforming a tool of liberation into a tool of absolute observation. It successfully codified the idea that data is the new oil fuel for the engine of state power. The system successfully mapped the global human network in a way that no previous empire could ever dream of. It was a success that fundamentally redrew the social contract between the citizen and the state. It successfully turned every individual into a data point on a global chessboard, proving that absolute visibility is the ultimate form of control. The project successfully created a world where the agency no longer needs to follow a target because the target's own devices do the work for them. It was a categorical triumph in the art of the invisible leash. As far as technological and operational breakthroughs go, the digital Dragnet resulted in breakthroughs that define modern life, like real-time stream processing. The ability to analyze trillion-byte streams of data as they move led to the modern high-frequency trading algorithms used on Wall Street today. Metadata pattern mapping, the science of who is talking to whom without knowing the content, led to the modern recommendation engines used by streaming services and social media. Deep Packet Inspection, DPI, the technical ability to look inside a packet of data as it passes through a router, is now used in modern enterprise cybersecurity firewalls to block malware. And distributed database architecture, the global server sync developed for XKEYSCORE provided the blueprint for the modern cloud computing networks that power the global economy. XKEYSCORE reminds us that every click is a confession. The digital Dragnet proved that the agency's eyes are no longer just in the sky, but in the fiber optic cables beneath our feet. The servers are humming, the buffers are filing, and the search queries are running even as we speak. We are still living in the world that XKEYSCORE mapped, a world where the concept of private space has been replaced by the reality of stored data. The transparency of the digital age is not a feature of the internet. It is a design choice made by those who watch the wires. Every time you log on, you are stepping into a net that was cast decades ago. The digital Dragnet has become the permanent weather of our lives. The legacy of this system is the realization that in the Silicon era, silence is the only true encryption. Our digital shadows have become more real to the state than our physical selves. The quiet pulse of the network is the sound of the world being watched by an eye that never blinks. We are all passengers on a ship where every deck is clear and every cabin is unlocked. Thanks for listening. Stay safe and remember, your browser history is indeed a permanent record. Join us next time as we examine MK Gloom. In the cold labs of the Mindbenders, the agency found a way to conquer a people without a single shot. We'll uncover the facts behind MK Gloom, the research into inducing depression and apathy in target populations. It was a game of neurochemistry, isolation, and the brutal reality of a soul under siege. Join us next time for the Twilight Protocol. In the meantime, I'll see you in the archives.